Oh, guys, can you believe it's Sunday and our weekend is already over? I cannot believe how quickly the weekend goes and how slowly the week goes. It's not my friend. Okay, so give me just a second here. I'm making sure that I have the iPad up where I can see chat. And also giving everybody a second to get in because I technically hit start probably about 30 seconds early. So just making sure that everybody's present and accounted for. All right, guys. So what we have on tap tonight, we have 3 football breaks, all of which are pretty quick, actually. We don't have anything with tons of cards in it, so our football breaks are fairly quick tonight. And then when we finish football, we go into a half case of 2017 Bowman baseball. So if you are a baseball bidder, you probably have a half hour or so before we're going to be doing the baseball because we do have the football up first. Of course, you're, always welcome to stay and watch the football too. Let's take a look at our spreadsheet for who is in break number 1, which is one box of 2007 Upper Deck SP Rookie Threads football. And you'll see team names down the left, winning bidder names down the right-hand side. Anything that you might see, if it says no bids buyback, that just means that team was unloved, unwanted, and will stay here with me and join Card Mountain if anything is pulled for a no bid buyback team. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into some rookie threads and see what we find here. So anybody that happens to be jumping in late, I see the numbers, rolling around over there. We're doing breaking in the order that things ended on eBay. So we've got 3 football breaks, none of which will take a very long time. And then we will have our, our baseball break, which is the half case of 2017 Bowman baseball. So there is our empty box, well, piece of not cardboard, styrofoam, but our otherwise empty box on Rookie Threads. So let's get rolling with this. Hi, Jupiter. Hey, Charles. Yeah, so you got the Yankees tonight. Nice. I'm hoping we pull equally nice stuff out of Bowman baseball. We pulled some good stuff out of there the last time we opened it. I'm hoping for more of the same tonight. So Rookie Threads, first up, Santonio Holmes. We have a Phenom Flashback, and that's Materials hit. And that's Vince Young for the Titans. And why do I not see, I thought those were numbered, but yet I'm not seeing a number on it. So, all right, I guess it was not. Not to mention the fact that it's printed in a different direction when you flip it over. What is this? This is some kind of just an advertising. Man, sorry guys. Allergies still not doing me any favors for like a week now. Okay, we have Darrelle Revis for the New York Jets, numbered 2/100. So that's a nice hit for the Jets. It's, gosh, sorry guys. It's kind of hard to see the signature because its sticker is placed over the kind of a dark area of the card. But nonetheless, it is on there. Oh, something. I'm like, why does it say Jay Cutler on the back? Yeah, because there was a Jay Cutler base card stuck to it. Like, that cannot possibly be right. This is right. There is our Revis again. So that's for the Jets. And somebody's saying something in chat. Oh, you got outbid on the Marlins. Aw, I'm sorry. Oh, but you picked up another team. All right, awesome. Awesome. All right, guys, so if I could ever stop clearing my throat, I am really sorry about that. It is allergy season for sure. Brian Leonard for the St. Louis Rams on this Materials hit. Why do these keep sticking together? Every time I turn one over, I see somebody else on the back besides who is supposed to be there. Oi, it's freaking me out. It's freaking you out. It's freaking us all out. Another Materials hit. Michael Bush for the Raiders. a signature hit for Ted Ginn Jr. for the Dolphins. And I think Jupiter just wished whoever had the Dolphins good luck. So she might be your good luck charm, or Jupiter might be. I don't know why I said she. Could just as easily be he. There's another advertising card. Shows you how everybody I think just tends to talk in their own pronoun, right? So, like if I'd been a guy, I would have said he. Because I'm not, I said she. I don't know. That's the only thing I can figure. And is this what? Maybe this was at some point a redemption, but can I even read that? I don't even know what that says. And sorry again for the excessive throat clearing. I have picked this up to try to see if I can read this like at all. I have no idea what that, I mean, it was a redemption of some sort. Can anybody make out what that says? You guys know my eyesight is lacking because of the eye surgery. Can anybody read that at all? Like what does that say? What player is that? Who is that supposed to be? I can make out that it says Rookie Threads. It says something Letterman. And I can't read the rest of it. Anybody else? Well, for now, we're going to set that aside, and I'm going to have to try to figure that out because that's some sort of redemption. I don't even know if Upper Deck honors expired redemptions, but I surely know it's going to be a problem if we can't even read what it is or where it is supposed to go. So, I will take another look at that after the fact. I'll try to see if there's any way I can figure out what that redemption card says on it. And if I can, of course, it's going to go wherever it's supposed to go. And if I can't, I don't really know what to do with it. Because if I can't make it out, I don't know if you guys can either. So it did say something Letterman, I'm pretty sure. So it would be a card like this, but we don't know for whom. This is 62 of 75, and it was Steve Smith, or is. And why I said was, it is Steve Smith for the New York Giants, with the signature on it, of course. And all of these are stuck together, which is kind of weird, but yet they are. I've got to lean over and look at Chad again. It said give it to Steve McCoy. That's funny. Okay, so Upper Deck does not honor their expired redemptions, apparently, is what somebody is telling me in chat. And I didn't know. I've never tried to do an expired redemption with Upper Deck. John Beck for the Dolphins. See, I told you Jupiter was your good luck charm there, Dolphins. When Jupiter wished you good luck, you're certainly having it. This one's going to have to go to random because we have the Titans on one side and we have the Dolphins on the other. So we've got Chris Henry and Lorenzo Booker, and that will be going to random unless, of course, we have the same team owner on both sides. No, that one's not stuck together. For the Ravens, Figures, maybe? That's a nice patch. I don't know that player at all, but that is, especially down here in the R, that's a nice piece of material. So, Ravens have a hit. And let's see what else is stuck together in here. If I can figure out what it says on our expired redemption, I'll still send it to whoever should get it, if I can read it enough at any point to figure it out. For the Pack, we have Brandon Jackson. Yeah, and those are stuck together. There's the same dude for the Ravens, Figures, or however we say his name. So there's two hits for that guy. For the Lions, Calvin Johnson. All right, now we're talking. 195 of 225 on the Calvin Johnson material. Another advertising thing, and I'm making sure there's nothing stuck to it since everything seems to be sticking together. And then a Jericho Cotchery. So let's, why did I stack not half, but the last two of our hits in the wrong place? So this card, let's go ahead and do this in random right now. Well, first we'll check the spreadsheet, make sure we have two different team owners. and then we'll head over that way if we need to. So we have the Miami Dolphins, which is Jory, and then we have the Tennessee Titans. Oh, yay, they're both Jory. We do not have to do random. And the whole time he's probably just sitting there going, hee hee hee, wait till you get there. You don't have to do it. But we didn't know that. So I could random the redemption, I suppose, but I tell you what, guys, since it is not valid, as I'm being told, I don't know that it does us a whole lot of good, but what I am going to do, when I can get this where I can see it better, if you haven't done a break with me before, I don't have great middle distance vision. It's due to some eye surgery many years ago. You can see up close and far, far away. So I'm going to take another look at this later. If I cannot figure out who it is supposed to go to, then I will come back before I ship out and we'll do a random of the thing that nobody can read and won't be able to redeem anyway, and I'll send it to somebody. How about that? All right, so to recap our hits, this, even though it is 2 teams, we have one owner for both teams, so the dual materials card goes to the same person. Yay, no random. We have a materials hit for the Green Bay Packers. Our nice Calvin Johnson for the Lions, and Calvin was numbered to 225 down there in the corner. You can see it by his foot. So the Calvin Johnson numbered. Then the first of 2 hits for this dude for the Ravens, who I honestly don't know that player. Figures is, I'm assuming how you say his name. And here he is again, and he has a nice patch in the R. Then another hit for the Dolphins with John Beck. And I'm telling you, you guys just can thank Jupiter for that, because that's who gave you all that good luck. For the Giants to 75, we have the Letterman hit for Steve Smith. Another hit for the Dolphins, Ted Ginn Jr. Then we have a hit for the Raiders with Michael Bush. Hit for the Rams with Brian Leonard. Signature of Darrelle Revis, also a nice hit. This one for the Jets, numbered to 100 on the Revis. And then for the Titans, Vince Young. So that is our recap. That is our break of 2007 Rookie Threads. And as soon as I can get these cards picked up off the table, we will pull up the spreadsheet for the next break. Oh, and our weird redemption that nobody can read. That's also, of course, recapped. We'll have to figure out what to do with that. Anybody that jumped in late, baseball is after football. We don't have a lot of football. It's all pretty quick tonight, so it shouldn't take too long before we will be on your baseball break if you are here for that. Next up, we have one box of 2012 Panini Momentum Football. There are some teams marked unpaid here. I realize that you may have paid for your team in the interim. I have to get those spreadsheets finalized in time to get them here and get them set up for the break. So if payment hasn't come in, generally 7-8 minutes before the break goes, it's going to be marked as unpaid on the spreadsheet, but that is okay. You're still going to get any cards that you pull as long as you send over the payment. We'll be all good. So that's the deal on that. If you're marked unpaid and you've paid in the interim, no worries. No worries. You'll still get what you should get. I don't have access to email or any of that when I'm doing the break, and it's probably a good thing because I don't always multitask the best. And good grief, man. If I had access to all that too, God only knows what kind of mess I'd get us in, right? The last hit had another stuck to it. The last one recapped. Well, the last one that we recapped was the blank weird one, which doesn't have anything stuck to it. That's just the back of the card. The one before that would have been, I don't even know which one it was this one, I think. The last one that had, oh yeah, it does have one stuck to the back of it. You're right. You're right. The Vince Young for the Titans had stuck to the back of it a Lawrence Maroney for the Patriots. So, yeah, there we go. I don't know why all these cards are stuck together, but of course I would have figured that out when I was sorting it. But yes, good catch. Thank you. I thought I had them all separated, and apparently I did not have them all separated because there was Lawrence Maroney hitching a ride on the back there. So thank you for grabbing that. That was a good catch. Good eyes. All right, so now we are on Momentum Football, and this should have a hit in every pack. We have our 10 packs, and each pack should have a hit in it, and hopefully it's not all stuck together in this one. So first up for the Seahawks, look at that. Look who you got. You got Russell Wilson. That probably makes you happy. It'd make us happier if we had a signature on there, but I don't think we're going to complain about getting Russell Wilson out of there. 31 of 99 for the Seahawks materials hit. So, cool hit for the Hawks. And there's, of course, Tom Brady. And our hit in here is Dwight Jones. Rookie hit for the Texans, Dwight Jones. And that is a sticker auto on there. If we have any on-card auto, I'll let you know. Otherwise, just assume that they are stickers. I think there probably should be an on-card auto or two in here because this is one of the higher-end series. So I'm going to assume that we do. I probably should have just pulled the base card up first. That would make more sense. Rookie salute, Chris Givens for the Rams. Materials hit. Numbered to 49. 34 of 49. There we go. I have to keep experimenting every time to find out what angle is going to work for you to be able to see the number on any given night. Aha, look at that. See? I do have a learning curve, but eventually I get it right. Now we'll do both base cards first. I don't know why sometimes I forget to pull them up. Randy White. There's a blast from the past. Randy White materials hit for the Cowboys. Numbered to 199. 47 of 199 on the Randy White. Ooh, do I think I did have a Steeler back there, but it wasn't our hit. I was pretty sure I saw that black and gold. Big Ben. I think our draft was pretty good for the Steelers, by the way. I'm pretty happy with our draft class for the most part. Who is this? Jamel Fleming. I do not know this guy either. For the Cardinals. Fleming for the Cardinals is numbered to 49, 26 of 49. Cardinals fans, you guys may know this guy, but I'm not familiar with him. So anybody else that is in chat, how do you think your teams did for the draft? Were you happy with what you came up with? Greg Childs for the Vikings. And is that one numbered? It is. It's a high number to 799. Holy cow. All right. So that is numbered, but it is a high number, Vikings. The 49ers still suck. Oh, man. So you were not happy with your draft for your 49ers, huh? You do not think that they did a good job, apparently. Vinny Curry for the Philadelphia Eagles on this one. Signature numbered to 799 again. Hi, Fred. Oh, yeah, O.J. Howard coming to you, man. That O.J. Howard was a gift, right? I mean, like, he was on the board well longer than I think anybody thought he was going to be. That was an absolute gift falling in your lap. Bernard Pierce for the Ravens. And it is numbered to 199. One of the things I like about the Steelers class is that we have somebody whose name I'm going to enjoy saying, Juju Smith-Schuster. I just love saying that guy's name. Not to mention the fact that he is going to be a good wide receiver, I think, but it's just fun to say his name. Morris Claiborne for the Cowboys. So the Cowboys have a couple of hits in here. And that is numbered 299. And then, of course, we got our little project quarterback, too, you know, right? So we could end up doing something with our little, our project quarterback down the line. I'm actually kind of surprised we got him as well. LaMichael James. That's a nice hit for the Niners, sort of. Well, you know, I say sort of because I hate when they give us 3 pieces of just white material, okay? Like, I don't like that. That just... I want to see some other colors. It's to $4.99. All right, so let's recap our momentum break. We have the LaMichael James for the 49ers. Materials hit to $4.99. And then we have our materials hit for the Ravens. Materials hit for the Cowboys with Randy White. Materials hit for the Rams, Chris Givens. This is probably our best hit out of the box, although, again, they gave us 3 white pieces of material, which kind of blows. But, yeah, so Seahawks, you managed to pull a Russell Wilson out of there to 99. So nobody's ever going to argue with pulling a Russell Wilson. And then our signatures for the Cowboys, for the Eagles, for the Vikings, the Cardinals, and the Texans. And that is 2012 momentum, which is going to bring us into 2015 Top Strata. Oh, so yeah, the Browns, you know what? I was like shocked that the Browns passed on a quarterback because, I mean, they needed to really because they had some other things they needed to address, but I kind of figured they would bite, but they didn't. They were smart in those early rounds and traded their picks to vault themselves into more picks in later rounds and following years. So I think their strategy was solid for sure for the Browns. All right, so next up we have our 6 boxes of 2015 Top Strata football. And baseball people, before you guys freak out when you see 6 boxes, it's only 2 cards a box, right? So, I mean, you guys have Strata in baseball too, so it's a pretty quick break overall. And we have our team names down the left, our winning bidder names down the right. Anything, again, that says no bids, buyback, just unloved, unwanted teams that no one wanted to adopt. And then everybody else is present and accounted for. And I wish you good luck. So somebody in chat, tell me what you want to do here. Do you want to open, the right-hand side of the case, the left-hand side of the case? What floats your boat on this, guys? We'll let somebody can either be the hero or the scapegoat. And if nobody wants all that extra pressure, then we'll put it in random.org and let random decide. But I think there is usually a couple little minutes in delay from the time you type a chat to the time I see it. There's a slight delay, so I'm kind of waiting for a second to see if anybody pops anything up. Left. Okay, thank you, Jets Nation. We will do the left-hand side of the case. And if it falls your way, you can thank Jets Nation. And if it does not fall your way, you can boo him voraciously like they did to Goodall all throughout the draft. Like, I was pretty impressed that they were able to keep up that high level of booing for all 3 days. It was pretty consistent. So, they have some dedication, I would say. That's the way I would look at it anyway, that they are very dedicated. Oh, Robert, you popped in with the right, but Jets Nation had already said the left, so I was already pulling out of the left-hand side. Normally it's whoever pops up first, we just go with it. So on Strata, there's going to be 2 cards in each of these boxes. One thing, if you've done Strata breaks before, you probably know this already. But a lot of times these cards have surface scratches on them. And they're not like big, huge, like you see them and go, oh my God. You kind of have to get them in a certain angle, at a certain light. But when you do, you will see them on there. My theory is that a lot of that is caused by the players signing the cards, because they're on-card autographs. So when the cards are getting transported to and from the player, when the player is actually signing the card, he's probably dragging his sleeve or sliding it around on the table or stacking other stuff on it. I don't know. But that's the only thing I can account for that, or the only thing I can think of that would account for, you know, the scratches that we often see on these strata cards. In fact, pretty much you can guarantee they're going to have some degree of it. Some have more than others, but again, when you look at it head on, it's never anything that's too bad head on. It's just kind of certain angle, certain lighting type stuff. But I do like to point that out. You're going to boo them anyway because they like the Jets. Oh, that's mean. Oh, Jets fam was like helping us out, man. And then, you're going to boo him just because he likes the Jets. That's sad. Poor guy. All right, so first up, I have the white piece of material behind it. This is actually a clear card, and all, you know, these have one clear card in them, but I'm holding the piece of paper behind it so we can see it better. Donte Moncrief for the Colts is our first up, and that is numbered to 800 on the Moncrief. Next up, we have for the Redskins, Matt Jones, player-worn material. These are all player-worn materials, I think. And that it does not appear to be numbered. I think usually when they're numbered, it's somewhere on the front, although they do have a bad habit in this series of numbering them in different places on different cards. So then you got to kind of search around for it, which always frustrates me slightly. All right, next up we have Landon Collins to 800 for the Giants. And again, there it is without the piece of paper behind it. And I like to keep the piece of paper on it because then you don't have to worry about them. Cameron Artis Payne for the Carolina Panthers does not appear to be numbered on the Cameron Payne either that I'm seeing. If I'm overlooking a number, you know, somebody feel free to jump in there and shout it out because sometimes I do miss a number that is there. And so jump in chat and tell me if you see me missing one, of course. And if I read one wrong or something, obviously, you know, you're going to get the card you see, even if I accidentally read a number wrong or something with my vision being the way that it is sometimes. Rashad Green to 800 for the Jags. And honestly, it fluctuates. Some days it's better than others. So then we have a redemption clear-cut autograph patch rookie card of Max Williams. So we will go on to the Topps checklist and just checklist verify Max Williams before we close out this break because I always checklist verify them, even whether I think I know the answer or not. I've just gotten in that habit because it's a good idea. Another Rashad Green. So there's two Rashad Greens right in a row. This one is numbered to 75, so it's a lower number. But yeah, so Jags, I hope that you like Rashad Green because you've got a whole big whopping ton of him. Jalen Strong, numbered to 15, and that is an excellent piece of material. You guys know I'm a sucker for a good patch, and I really do like that patch a lot. It's kind of hard maybe for you to tell, but there is another color in there as well. Well, I guess you can see it all right. I mean, you can get a good enough look at it at that angle to see it, but that's a nice Jalen Strong. It's the first in the series even, number 1 of 15. Of course, you know, we might have wanted a slightly different Texans player, perhaps, like a J.J. Watt or something, but it wasn't J.J. Watt's rookie year, so. But we do have his little brother T.J. coming to join us in Steel City, so I hope T.J. turns out to be the same level player as J.J. is. Devin Funchess to 800 for the Panthers on the Funchess. And then we have another redemption, clear-cut autograph patch rookie card of Jeremy Langford. And again, pretty sure we know where that's going, but we're going to checklist verify it anyway. And who have we here? We have Jay Ajayi. There you go. For the Dolphins to 99. So once again, you know, Jupiter wishing all the Dolphins fans good luck has brought you good luck again in this break with the Jay Ajayi to 99 for the Dolphins. And that's going to be followed up by, guess what? Another Jay Ajayi. This one is number 81 of 99. So, yeah, Topps random sorting deal didn't do a super good job of random sorting these cards, but nonetheless, there they are. So let's go to the checklist, and I'm going to verify those two there. So bear with me, guys. I've got to switch over into the Topps Checklist website to get us to Strata. I was in the baseball checklist, mainly because I don't pull a ton of redemptions out of Topps Strata football normally, but tonight we did, wouldn't you know? The one night I don't already have that checklist up waiting for me would be, of course, the night that we pull not one, but two. So I'm getting there. Just bear with me. There's a lot of scrolling to go through here on the Topps website to get where I'm trying to get. Okay, at least we're in 2015 now, so we're making progress. As much as you have to scroll through things on Panini, it is still a little easier than finding stuff on Topps. And I thought I had it, and that's baseball. Good grief. Come on. There we go. Thank you, Topps Strata. And what is our card number on that? CCAPJL on Clear Cut Patch Autographs. Yep, and that is, of course, the Bears. Don't really know any reason why it wouldn't have been, but I have been known to think it's going to be one thing, and it turns out to be another, so I just verify them, and we're on our way once they check out. I even verified Dak and Zeke the other day, and I don't think there's a person in the free world that doesn't know where they play, but still in all, that's how it rolls. So let's get a recap done here. We have the redemption of Jeremy Langford for the Bears. We have the redemption of Max Williams for the Ravens. We have the Jay Ajayi /99 for the Dolphins. We have numbered /15, and this is a really thick card too, the Jalen Strong for the Texans. I mean, this is even thicker than the normal Strata cards when you get those big patches in there. Then we have the Cameron Artis-Payne for the Panthers. For the Redskins, we have Matt Jones. And let me go ahead and get these set aside over here, and then we'll roll through these fellows. And here's Jay Ajayi again. The light is not my friend with these. There's Devin Funchess for the Panthers. One of two, Rashad Green for the Jags. That one was /75. The next Rashad Green is /800. Then for the Giants, let me set him back down. For the Giants, Landon Collins. And then finally, for the Colts, Donte Moncrief. And that is our Strata football. Let me grab our little stack for the nightly random. And then we're going to be, we'll do that, and then we'll be rolling right into baseball. Let me just grab a handful out of the football stack here. Oops, that's the basketball stack, so we don't want to do that. We want the football stack. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There is our stack for tonight. And now we're going to go into random and figure out who's going to win something extra. So you see on the second sheet of the spreadsheet here, I just put all of the football people together, and then I put all the baseball people together, and that just expedites things a slight bit for us. So I will scroll up here. You can see that everybody is in there. And then we're going to hit random one time, and Maxwell Dog is our winner tonight. And then random's going to tell us which of the 10 things in our stack that he's going to win tonight. Let me just grab the 1 through 10 off of the spreadsheet here. And random will tell us which thing you're going to win tonight, Glenn. Number 7. All right, let's get you switched back over to my view. All right, so I had 10, so let's just count from the back. 10, 9, 8, 7. All right. So your extra card that's coming to you, Maxwell Dog, is this Justin Blackmon rookie class signature. And I believe that's out of Prominence, right? Pretty sure that's out of... yeah, that is out of 20. It's numbered to 80. Numbered to 80. And it appears to be out of Prominence. All right, so that is your extra hit tonight. It'll be coming with the rest of your cards. And now it is time to start into some baseball. So, baseball fans, somebody jump into chat and say yay or nay as to what you want to take a look at while I'm getting our spreadsheet ready here. If you want to open the left-hand side of the case, the right-hand side of the case, or we could also, I guess we could also do top or bottom as far as that goes. We can do the top 6 or the bottom 6. However you want to do it, really. I'm open. While I'm waiting for somebody to jump into chat and tell us that, let's look at the spreadsheet for 2017 Bowman Baseball. Half case break number 3, meaning the third time we have broken this product in this particular quantity. And once again, our team names are down the left. Our winning bidder names are down the right. There are some teams marked unpaid. And again, I do realize that your payment has probably come in since we, since the spreadsheet was finalized between that time and now. So it's no problem. You're still going to get all the cards that you would normally get. It's just that at some point that spreadsheet has to be finalized, and so that's why it's like that. All right, so Charles is jumping in and saying right half of the case. All right, let me get this. First, I got to get it cut open. This is a big, heavy case, so I have it sitting. I had it sitting down in the floor, and this is probably still going to make the table shake. All right, so let's get the right-hand side of the case out here, because Charles is either going to be our hero or our scapegoat. So hopefully he's going to be the hero. And I think he said he's got the Yankees in this break, so I know he's hoping for some black and white pinstripe cards to come out of there tonight. But we've had pretty good luck with the other Bowman that's been opened up to this point. We've pulled some nice stuff out of here, so hopefully that trend is going to continue tonight. But definitely everybody's going to get something out of this break. There's no way anybody's not going to get a package out of this, because there's a bloomin' ton of cards in this. In fact, if you have more than one team, you may get a pound or more of cards. So I definitely have sent out a few packages that were in the 1 to 2 pound range of people that had multiple teams out of one of these breaks. Because there's a lot of cards. But that's a good thing. It gives us more chances to find what we're looking for. So I saw that, I guess Cespedes is out on the injured list for a bit. That's not going to do anybody any favors. Has anybody heard how serious that is or how long he's going to be out? I guess well, actually, I read it maybe day before yesterday. I think I read that, or maybe I read it yesterday. I think it was the day before, so I was sorry to hear that. All right, so what we're going to do, guys, on the base cards, we're just going to kind of leave them up there, not that long. We're going to leave them up for a second, and we're going to buzz on through them, and we will stop on things that are noteworthy, but otherwise we're going to keep going. Hey, look, right off the bat, like the very first pack we open is our autograph card, and it is an Under Armour All-American Baseball Taylor Trammell. So he would have signed that when he was in high school, I believe. And that means, and it is numbered to 199. So I believe that means that this card will ultimately end up going to random. But I'm going to set that aside, and then we'll go back to that. But I believe that that's the way it is written. And in the listing, there's a little area called Special Circumstance Cards, and in it, it talks about players in collegiate uniforms and all-star uniforms and so on and so forth. And if that player, I'm pretty sure that it is written that it will be done in random, but I'll verify that at the end of the break before we close everything out. There's a Dansby Swanson refractor for the Braves. Anything that I have, everything I've seen in this in this particular insert set, they've all been refractors. So I don't think that there are any of these that are not going to be a refractor out of this 1951 Bowman reproduction set, and none of them have been numbered either, but they have all been refractors. And we've had also refractors in the ones that show street clothes. The players in street clothes have all been refractors, and all the ones that are like the Rookie of the Year contenders, and the ones that are the Scouts Top 100, all those have all been refractors as well. So I would expect that we're going to see the same tonight. Pipeline, that's another one. Talent Pipelines are all refractors. And you guys, by this point, you have probably broken this product before, most of you, so you probably already know all of that. But just in case someone is breaking it for the first time, just figured I would point out those few little things as we were going through there. And then, oh, that is going to be a bonus auto. Okay, awesome. I didn't pull any of those out of the other case that we did, so I didn't even realize that that was a bonus. So perfect. That's a good thing then. We always like extras. I don't know why I didn't pull any out of the other case. I guess it must not be well, I guess I do know why. It's not a case guarantee. That would probably explain why we didn't pull one out of the other case. So, all right. Oh, hi, Jamie. So you're all right. Cool. So this is your first break on 17 Bowman then. All right. Well, we have found thus far, in the case that we broke earlier in the week, we found some pretty good stuff in there. So, was pretty happy with that overall. There, you will find also in this, Jamie, that you're going to have probably, it's maybe not exactly 50-50 paper cards versus chrome cards, but there are a significant number of chrome cards that will be your prospects and your rookies on chrome. Most of those, like this one, most of those are not going to be refractors. This is, again, one of the series I was talking about where all of them have been refractors. So I would expect that we will have more of the same, that all of the rookies are going to be, all the Rookie of the Year contenders in that particular subset, insert set, are going to continue to be refractors. I don't know why they wouldn't be. Unless they may, I don't know if there's a superfractor version of that. I haven't personally seen it, but doesn't mean there's not one. This is one of the buyback cards. Again, 70th anniversary insert. You'll see the 70th on it. And for a lot of the buybacks are this particular series, which this was 99, I think. 99 Bowman or 2000 Bowman. Does it say on there? It doesn't. Well, it did on the back, but I think it's 99. And that insert series, the buyback cards will not all be that. They can be from any year of Bowman, but the majority of them seem to be from that. And here is a Darryl Strawberry, which is pretty cool. One of the 70th inserts, and it's a refractor. And this particular insert, again, everyone I've seen in this insert set has been a refractor as well. But that is the first Darryl Strawberry I've pulled, so that's pretty cool. We've pulled, you know, Mark McGwire and several other interesting players, but that's the first Darryl Strawberry that I have seen. So you guys that have done a lot of breaks, the ones who know that the Trammell was a bonus autograph, how often are those showing up? Are they showing up every other case, every third case, every what? Have you guys noticed any kind of pattern? This is one of the other sets that I was talking about, the top 100 prospects, and those again are all going to be refractors. Every few cases, okay. So no rhyme or reason for when they show up, I guess, then. Well, it's always nice to get a bonus, right? As opposed to what happens sometimes with Panini when they take a hit away to give you the bonus points. Numbered to 25 on the Hoskins for the Phillies. If I can get that at the right angle, that's not it. That's probably the angle where you can see the numbering better. 16 of 25 on the Hoskins. So actually, let's just go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and put Mr. Hoskins in a sleeve and set him over there now. I do that at the end of the break anyway. Before I get up and go do anything else, I sit at the table and get all of our hits put in sleeves and top loaders and all geared up, so to speak. But I figured, you know, we might as well just do that while we're going through it at the moment. And what's Tyler here going to be numbered to? Mr. Tyler Stevenson in the purple parallel is number 195 of 250 on the Stevenson hit for the Reds. Of course, that's not exactly the red that we're looking for. Not that we mind having him, but he's not the red that we're after at the moment. My monitor keeps wanting to go to sleep on me over there. So on your on these baseball cards, well, on the football cards earlier too, if football folks are still watching, I would expect most of this to go out on Wednesday. The majority of this on Wednesday. There's a possibility that some of it could go on Tuesday, but I'd say more than likely it's going to go out Wednesday. So look for it. Look for a shipping notice somewhere in that time frame. There's another one of our 70th inserts for the Yankees. Mateo. I'm trying to read the chat as I go too. I don't see anything new over there though. I have it off to my left, and you know sometimes I have to lean over there to see it. There's another one of our inserts on the reproduction. That one is Chris Bryant, of course, for the Cubbies. And again, all those are refractors, and none of them have been numbered that I have seen yet. You can hear my little cat down there. I have a little brother and sister cat that they had actually been pretty good lately. But it used to be that they would always chase each other around and do what he's doing now, which is down there carrying on. And make their presence known. They've been pretty good the last week, and now he's down there making a bunch of noise again. There's another insert for the 70th anniversary or a buyback. Chavez. And that one is a 2007 buyback, it looks like. But I like all the fun little extra stuff that they put in with the buyback cards and all that. Of course, they all got the little 70th anniversary stamped on them, but it's still pretty cool to pull. Some of the buyback cards are older than others, but always nice to have them. And that guy kind of slid on top of another one, but looks like everything is all right with him. So apparently our main signature is hiding out a little bit tonight, right? Like, I'm not going to complain about that, though. It's always better to find them more towards the middle or the end than in the very beginning, because then it makes the rest of the box go really slowly when there's no anticipation, right? Like, you just want to kind of go, what? There's another one of our rookie cards that is a refractor. Well, our rookie contenders, I should say. It's the subset, the insert set. All right, let's see. What is Cotton also numbered to 25? Yep, 24 of 25 on the Cotton for the A's. We pulled a nice Cotton autograph out of one of these cases earlier in the week. I'd like to pull a Nick Senzel tonight. That would be fun. Because I do like the Reds. I am, proximity-wise, they're the closest club to us, so that's kind of who we grew up rooting for, were the Reds. Marlins, Pipeline. Another top 100. I usually flip those over. I don't really know why. There's Nick Senzel, but of course we want him to be autographed. I don't know why I flip those top 100 over, but I kind of do, like every time. I don't know why. I think, it's kind of interesting, though, to look at how they have some of them, because they have Aaron Judge, like, at 40-something, 44, 45, and I really would have ranked Aaron Judge higher than 44 or 45 myself. Here's Josh Morgan for the Rangers, numbered to 150. 144 of 150 on the blue parallel for Josh Morgan, for the Rangers. I'll get it out of there one of these days. Is that a refractor? No. There for a second I thought it was. I thought when I set it down I saw the light catch it, but I guess I did not. So if we've got another autograph, it's got to be hiding out in this pack, because this is our last pack. And there it is. Oh, nice hit. Look at that. There's your Dansby Swanson for the Braves. Rookie auto. Nice hit. Nice hit on the Swanson. So, excellent, Braves. I know you like that, or I would imagine that you like that hit. Let's go back to, and there's the last of that box. And we still have, of course, the little bonus of this guy that we'll do something with. Let's go ahead and put him in a sleeve, too. And we'll do something with him before we sign out of the break. Wish that Dansby had been one of the parallels, had been numbered, but... oh, hi, Mike. Yes. Yeah, everything ships. I pretty much always ship all cards. If I ever do a break where all cards don't ship, I mean, it'll be like right up there at the top. You know the area where it has in like the big blue bold letters where it talks about, you know, the when the break is going to be and all that. And then right below that in giant green letters, it says what product is being broken and the quantity and all that jazz. If there's ever a break that I do that doesn't include all the cards, like all the cards don't ship for some reason, which I don't know what that would be at the moment, but let's say that at some point down the road that did happen, it would be in that area where the big green letters are that talk about the product being open. That's where I would say, you know, if I were only shipping hits or something, but pretty much always I ship everything. That's been the case so far. There's another buyback card with the 70th anniversary. Because honestly, you know, I mean, some people want to build their base sets, and I think there's no, I just don't know why someone wouldn't ship all the cards, honestly. I mean, sure, it's a lot of work to sort them and separate them. I'm not going to lie, it is. But, you know, that's part of it. It's part of why you do a break, so you can get all the cards. There's Kyle Tucker for the Astros in the Chrome Parallel 15 of 25. And this is the color we had the great debate on the other night. Is it gold or is it orange? And I always, you know, the first time I saw it, I called it gold the whole time. And somebody kept saying, no, it's orange, it's orange. And the second time I looked at it, I was like, well, it does look kind of orange. And so I guess it is orange. I don't know. It looks, depending on the light, half the time it looks orange to me and half the time it looks gold to me. But whatever it is, it's numbered to 25. So whether we're going to call it orange or whether we're going to call it gold, it's a nice, it's a nice low number refractor, whatever we want to call it, orange or gold. Oh, he will have a team on the checklist for the Trammell. Is that the one you're talking about? And you can hear my little cat down there going nuts again. There's Noah Syndergaard. That is the other series I was talking about that's always a refractor when they're in their street clothes. I got to try to move this iPad closer. I cannot see this chat. Okay, so orange. It is orange. All right, so yeah, it looks half. I don't know why sometimes it looks gold to me and sometimes it looks orange to me, but all right, so orange. So it is definitively orange. All right, well, then I will endeavor to call it orange from now on. I always think of orange as just being a lot more orangey than that, honestly. That just doesn't, I mean, it definitely does look orange, but it also looks kind of gold to me in a certain light, so I don't know. All right, excellent. Yeah, so as I said, we'll verify that Trammell before we get off of here. So I'm just setting it aside because we may have other things that we have to verify as well. So it's set off to the side, and then we'll deal with it for sure before we log off. For the Dodgers, Walker Buehler in the blue parallel, the 70th anniversary as well, refractor as well. Man, I do not know what those two little cats are down there tearing up, but they are tearing something up, I am pretty sure. So that should be interesting later. Cardinals pipeline. Because they know, right? Like, they're smart, and they know that I cannot go after them because, you know, they're downstairs. I'm upstairs doing a break, and they know that they can just do whatever they want right now. So they take full advantage of that, and they often destroy a whole bunch of things while I'm upstairs doing a break. But, you know, that's the joys of pet ownership, I suppose, right? Oh, the Japan and Korea cards. Again, that's going to fall under international, but none of those players are. None of those players have made a team, as far as I know, on any of the cards for Japan and Korea. So I think that is written. International players would go to the team that they're on for opening day, but of course, I don't believe any of them are on a team for opening day. Here's our signature in here. Adonis Medina for the Phillies. First Bowman. And of course, everything in here is on card autos. There's no sticker autos in this product. So if you guys are interested in the, excuse me, sorry again, I know the allergies and the throat clearing, doesn't make for fun to have to listen to that. I'm sorry. So if you guys are interested in the Japanese and Korean players, I mean, I'm fine sending them out in random. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't make any difference to me as long as they check out as not being on an opening day roster, which is, then obviously they would go to a team, but I don't believe any of them are, because it's the same players like over and over and over and over. So if you guys want those in random, that's fine. That doesn't make any difference to me. But again, I will verify first that they're not on an opening day roster somewhere, because if they were, they would go to that team. Oh, let's see what the glass now is. Numbered to 250 on the paper parallel. I don't know why that is giving me such difficulty showing the numbers tonight like that. Maybe that angle is better. On the Tyler glass now for the Pirates. So Mike, do you want those to go in random, or what do you want to do there, man? Assuming, of course, that they check out as not belonging anywhere else. Another rookie contender. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, that was him flashing. There for a second, I thought we had one of our regular Chrome cards that was a refractor, not the insert set. Another one of our top 100. I don't know about you guys, but I am so dreading tomorrow being Monday. I don't know how this weekend went by as quickly as it did. And it was a sports-filled weekend too, right? I mean, between the NBA draft, which of course really technically didn't go that much into the weekend. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of did if you watched the later rounds. Duke Snider insert. Well, as I hold it upside down, let's try that again. For the Dodgers. So yeah, so the draft, and then of course the NBA playoffs, and then baseball is everywhere this time of year. And it's so tempting just to sit in front of the television and do nothing but watch a variety of games. But man, there's so much other stuff to do, and being the time of year that it is, and got to keep the yard kind of in shape, so I didn't have time to watch nearly as much as I would like to have watched, but even what little bit I did watch, it doesn't feel like it should, just doesn't feel like it should be going into Monday already. I mean, I don't know where the whole weekend went. It's just gone in a flash. Chipper Jones. Gone before you know it. Just kind of a drag. Oh, cool. So, yeah, Charles, I know. I mean, I know the Japan and Korea cards. You're saying somebody who's watching this later, Charles is saying in chat that the Japan and Korea cards, he'd burn them as far as he's concerned. And yeah, I know. I mean, they are not worth anything at the moment. I do know that. And, honestly, that's one reason I didn't really think about anything to do with them. But since Mike has expressed an interest in them, then sure, we can random them. That is no problem. And then, oh, Ross, you have 2 feral cats. You know what? My 2 little kittens here were born outside to a feral mother, as a matter of fact. Sandy Koufax for the Dodgers. Another one of the reproduction refractors. Yeah, my place backs up to a park. And when I first moved here, probably, I don't even know how long ago now. It's been a long time, 18, 20 years ago, a while. And I had 2 cats then, of course, long since deceased, but I had 2 cats then that I had adopted from the shelter when they were babies. And I didn't even know what a feral cat was, right? But I was here doing something, with still unpacking boxes and all that. And I hear all this terrible commotion. And I go downstairs, and it's my two cats from the shelter are just going nuts by the back door. And I look out there, and it's because, there's this other cat out there. So I open the door thinking, I'm going to check this cat out. Does he have on a collar? Whatever. Has he run away? Well, the cat takes off, like his tail is on fire. I have no idea what's going on. But he keeps coming up to the back door. But yet, every time you open the door, he takes off, of course. So eventually I started feeding him, and then the next thing you know, here come all these other cats, and I figured out pretty quickly what a feral cat was, because we had probably 20 some odd of them. Jason Dixon buyback, there's your 70th anniversary logo, but 70th anniversary buyback. This one from 1997. So I got with some of my neighbors and asked them, would they, once I figured out what a feral cat was, if they would help me catch the cats. So I started a program of, trap, neuter, return, where you catch them and you take them in and get them spayed or neutered and bring them back and release them. But it keeps them, of course, from reproducing. And, now this Josh Bell here is numbered 18 of 25. That's the first one that I have seen numbered in the Bowman Scout Top 100. So I knew eventually we would probably run across one that was numbered. So we do have a nice Josh Bell here for the Pirates, numbered to 25. So so my neighbors agreed to help financially. And we eventually, got all the cats. You trap them in like a humane trap, and then you take them to the vet, and they get them spayed and neutered. And I always also paid for their shots and paid to get them, whatever they needed. And then you turn them back loose, but they can't have more babies. And I am down now, 20 years later. I still have 3 feral cats outside that I take care of. But at one time, we had probably close to 30. There's a Ramirez for the Blue Jays in the red 70th anniversary insert. Well, I guess I could put that in a sleeve too. It's not numbered or anything, but we'll put it in one anyway because I don't see the red insert all that much. So yeah, these 2 little cats that live here in the house with me, they are from a feral mother. Yeah, they clipped they tipped the ear here too. They didn't originally because I went to not like a shelter vet or anything. I went to a regular vet clinic with a guy who was taking care of my mom's animals, who said that he would do it at a lower rate than what some of the other vets were going to charge. And so originally he wasn't tipping the ear on them back when we first started. And then I started having some that I would realize, there's some of them that look almost identical, and I would have to stop and think like, oh my gosh, did we get that one done or did we not? And So then we decided that we had probably better go ahead and do the ear tipping. So that is what we did. And oh yeah, we've got like, oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe. In my backyard, we put these little heated shelters for them, and they look actually like little houses, like little single-story houses. And they have windows. They have, 2 doors. They have 3 or 4 windows. They're insulated. They're heated in the winter. I mean, they are so spoiled, these feral cats that we have had over the years. But the mother of these babies that are in here, she actually had 6 kittens, and we were able to get all of them into homes except for 3. So I have 2 of them, and one of my neighbors has another one. And then, of course, everybody else, they went to a different home, the other kittens. But yeah, we had, whew, man, I used to dread spring because you'd have 10, 15 kittens out of, 1 or 2 cats that you hadn't been able to catch and get fixed. It was just crazy. So, kind of nice to be down to 3 now. Pedro Munoz from, what is the year on this? 1991, it looks like, on that buyback. But yeah, these two little ones, they're quite entertaining. Your next door neighbor has 2 of those too, huh, Mike? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. First of all, I'm just a complete sucker for animals in general, right? Like, I feed the birds, and then, of course, if you're going to feed the birds, you have to feed the squirrels. Otherwise, they just take all the food away from the birds. So I have squirrel feeding station. I have bird feeding stations. We feed the feral cats. And then now we've started getting ducks, right? Like mallard ducks come up and eat every day in our backyard. There's another Dansby Swanson and refractor reproduction. And there's like lots of them. There's not just 1 or 2 mallard ducks. There's a bunch. And some of the males are not mated up. So when it is breeding time, which it is right now, oh my goodness. Yeah, it is insanity. It's just the only way I know to say it. It's just absolute insanity with those ducks. One of the lady ducks, I don't know, they're probably not called lady ducks. They probably have I don't know, you're probably supposed to call a female duck something or another. But anyway, I'm calling her a lady duck. One of the lady ducks started laying a bunch of eggs under my neighbor's shrub. And so, of course, she came to tell me about it, probably because, I don't know, maybe she doesn't want me to feed them or whatever. But so we thought we were going to have some babies, but something broke and cracked her egg. So if it wasn't my neighbor, then it was probably a squirrel or something. Here is a Dunning paper parallel, 225 of 250, and I'm trying to find the angle there. Maybe that is the angle where you can see the number on the Dunning parallel. So I guess we're not going to have baby ducks after all, is the moral of the story, because all of her eggs got smashed up, which I hate. Oh, you have a fox now. Oh, and Ross, your Humane Society pays for TNR, mine does not. So I wish that they had, because it has cost me several thousands of dollars to get these animals where they should be. Dylan Cease for the Cubs in the blue parallel, numbered to 150, 55 of 150. I don't know why that is so difficult for that number to be seen unless I tilt that card just the right way, but it definitely is challenging. Oh, so you call a lady mallard is called a drake, or the male mallard is called a drake? I thought it was the male that was called the drake. Oh, you have an infrared camera to check out who you're feeding? That's cool, man. Oh, I like that. That is pretty cool. I never even thought about that, just leaving the garage door open and letting them come and go as they please and then taping them. That's pretty interesting. I don't know, for some reason the back of that looked different to me there for a second, so that's why I was just kind of double checking that. I don't know what looked different to me on it, but something did. So I bet you see all kinds of interesting things. But you know, the other thing is leaving the garage door open or something. Now, I don't have foxes like Mike said he has, but I have seen possums and raccoons quite regularly at night. If there's any cat food left out there at night, they eat it. Gavin Lux for the Dodgers in the purple parallel, numbered to 250 in the chrome purple parallel. And besides, of course, the possums and the raccoons, which I have no doubt would also be in my garage, we have a skunk. Yeah, a skunk that comes and eats cat food. Although I haven't seen the skunk really very recently, so maybe the skunk is gone. But I didn't even know, well, A, I didn't know skunks ate cat food, okay? And B, I did not even know that we had skunks around here, although I guess skunks live kind of everywhere. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Detroit Tigers with the Jimenez and the Shimmer and numbered 250. So this one I guess I can actually call gold. So for the Tigers, there is your nice gold Shimmer refractor autograph hit for the Tigers with the Joe Jimenez. Nice hit, Tigers. So anyway, yeah, the skunk was, I just went out the back door one day to put something. It was in the daytime, too. It wasn't even at night. I went out the back door to put something in the recycle bin, and we had some black and white feral cats at the time. So, I mean, I saw something black and white eating out of the bowl. I just thought it was one of the black and white cats. So I'm like 2 steps out the door towards the recycle bin, and I noticed out of the corner of my eye that this, you know, what I thought was the cat moving away, and I thought, that's kind of odd. And I looked down, and it's the skunk, and I was just like, oh no, I just froze. I did not know what to do. I absolutely froze in place for several minutes and then backed my way back into the house and did not get sprayed miraculously. There's another Dansby. This is parallel, of course, and refractor. So I'd be afraid to leave the garage door open is the moral of the story. So, yeah, I mean, skunks and raccoons and possums and ducks and squirrels and chipmunks. We have chipmunks. I mean, I don't know. It's like wild kingdom around here. Worst part of it is just because I feed the animals, because I'm a sucker for animals in general. So that's probably why I have so many of them, because they go where the food is. That much I'm sure of. But I'm glad to know I'm not the only one that feels that way, though. So it sounds like at least a few of you are in the same boat I'm in. Well, we're making progress. We're almost at the halfway point. We've got these few packs and then 3 more boxes to bust into tonight. But so far, I've been fairly happy with things that we've pulled out of 17 Bowman. Bogarts and street clothes. Of course, really, Topps does a good job with all their baseball. Let's just be honest. I don't think that there's any Topps baseball set that I would really just say, ugh, like I don't like. Mike Trout, refractor, parallel. Whereas, honestly, you know, Panini has some products, not necessarily, and I mean, baseball, Panini's baseball other than Elite Extra Edition is probably not spectacular because they don't have, the MLB license. But some of Panini's other stuff out of basketball and football, there are definitely series that I mean, of course, with anything, there's series you're going to like more than others. But they do have a couple of series that I'm just not particularly fond of. What is the year on this? This is a 90. This Vizcano is a 1990 buyback. And I don't really feel that way about Topps Baseball. I mean, we were talking the other night. I think Jupiter, you were maybe on here when we were talking about different series of, the high end versus the low end to some of the Topps baseball cards and things like that. And that I even like opening day. I really do. I mean, I like the mascot cards in there and some of the other fun cards, the pie in the face and various ones. And I know it doesn't, it's not anything I'm going to break, but it is something I buy myself to open from time to time. And you can sometimes get good parallels and other stuff in there too. But it's just fun to me. I like some of the series like that as well. So there's just not a lot of Topps baseball that I would look at and say, oh, I don't like that, or I wouldn't want that. But I think they do a pretty good job with all their products. And so I did order the 2016 Finest Baseball that we talked about the other night. I was asking opinions, whether anybody was interested in breaking it or not, because sometimes when you get into the new season, the last season loses a little luster, sometimes not. Obviously we've still got a lot of high value cards in that series. So I did decide to order some, so we've got a case of that we'll be busted into towards the end of the week. And I may order some more too. I don't know. And I've got I wish I could remember what year it was. I think it's 2012 that they had of Gypsy Queen. I ordered it. It's just I don't have it yet, but I should have it Monday. So I'll get that listed. It's not a whole case though. It's just like a box of 2012 Gypsy Queen. So it'll be a low buy-in kind of thing. But I like Gypsy Queen. I thought it might be fun to do some of the older stuff. Especially since you can't really find this year's Gypsy Queen for under, the cost of your kidney and or your firstborn child. I really wish I had ordered more of that because, and I don't really even know why I didn't, because I like Gypsy Queen. Like, I just don't know what I was thinking, other than the fact that so many times you have to do the pre-orders with Topps when you're in the middle of other things. By that I mean, you're ordering 3, 4, 5, 6 months before you're going to get the product. So, when you're in the middle of breaking football, especially 2016 football, which was hot, and, you're just not, it's hard to step outside that sometimes and think about, okay, well, what do I really need to do for baseball? So then I end up just kind of saying, whatever, send this, send that, and I didn't put, I just didn't order enough of a few things. And then now that Topps has changed the way that they have made the product available, i.e. they're not printing any extra of stuff. If you didn't order it up front, then you're just done. You're not going to get it later unless you pay twice as much. It's crazy. Because I would like to have had a bunch more Gypsy Queen. But, what are you going to do? They'll have a new product out pretty soon anyway. Of course, they already have this one out, and then there'll be more beyond this. There's an Orlando insert. one of the other things we were discussing earlier in the week was about Allen and Ginter, you know? It's like I never know what to do with all of the... There's my man, Hank Aaron. I like that. We pull a Hank Aaron pretty much every time in this reproduction, but we pulled a gold one the other day too, which I like very much. I'm a big Hank Aaron fan. But what to do with the inserts, because there's so many possibilities for kind of weird inserts in Allen and Ginter, you know? Like, obviously they're not baseball related, but some, you know, it could be Wonders of the World. I think Illusionists is one of the insert categories this year. And it's like, what do you do with all of those? I may just do, I guess, a separate little category, all non-baseball inserts or something like that. Like, I don't really know what to do with them, which is kind of why I wasn't going to break it at all. But then I guess I probably will. That is a refractor for the Padres on the rookie chrome, or the first Bowman chrome, I should say, because they do differentiate between first Bowman and rookie, two different things in this set. Mike, remind me at the end of the break to do the random with the Japanese and Korean cards for you. I mean, hopefully I'm not going to forget it anyway, but if I were, you know, when we get to towards the end, it might not hurt to throw that up in chat and remind me, because that is not normally what I would do with them. Normally it would be one of those kind of unlisted category things, kind of like what I'm talking about with Allen and Ginter, you know, like it's an insert that is, I mean, in this case, it's at least related, because it is baseball, but yet not relevant. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yes, Robert, I do a recap at the end of the autos. I sure do. And then I was reading in the chat below yours that somebody had the skunk and the cat waiting both together to be fed at the same time, which I think is funny. There's a feller for the Indians in the 51 reproduction. And of course, again, all those reproductions are going to be refractors. But yeah, absolutely, we will recap all the autographs at the end of the break. And, you know, worst case scenario, though, Mike, and this is, I don't think this is going to happen tonight, but, you know, occasionally, I think I've had it happen twice this year. When I'm sorting, I run across a card that's a multiplayer card that for some reason didn't go through random at the time of the break. Like I didn't set it aside, or it got passed through in base, or whatever the reason was. And if that ever happens, when I find it in sorting, I just do a separate little, you know, live with it and post it as whatever. I mean, you'll see it. There's one in there titled. It says something like random of multiplayer card from, you know, XYZ break, whatever it was. It's just like a minute, 2 minutes, whatever, but I do it so that it can be shipped out to whoever should have it. So if there ever were a case where I would forget something or overlook something like that, that's how it would be handled. Francisco Rios for the Blue Jays. First Bowman for the Rios. We pulled a really nice Tellez out of 15. He was out of 15. Bowman Chrome recently. Numbered to 25 or to 50. I don't remember which now. Oh, we've got a little parallel coming up. I saw that little purple edge. Didn't we? I think we pulled him the other night in a purple parallel as well. The Quantrill to 250. Yeah, I don't know how I would feel about a skunk waiting for me at 3:30 in the morning. Whether it wants to be fed or not. I'm not sure I would like a skunk waiting for me. Yeah, that little skunk he was around a lot for a while, and then he kind of disappeared, so I don't know if he's gone to the great beyond or he just moved on to another feeding station. There's a Greg Maddux. But there for a while, you know, you'd glance out and you would see black and white, and it's like, I'm not going out that door till I verify if I'm talking black and white cat or black and white skunk. Oh, yours was very friendly. Well, that's nice. I mean, mine did, you know, the one we had didn't spray me, obviously, when I walked outside, even though I startled it, and it startled me. So I guess I would call that friendly, but Jason Standrich, and that is, what year is this buyback? 97 on that one. But still, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about, I still wouldn't just, like, want to totally hang out with a skunk all the time. Because you never know, like, what if I didn't scare it, but something else scared it, and it's still sprayed? You know, so like even if it's friendly to me, what if like a raccoon or something came into the yard and it flipped it out and then it went nuts? I don't know. It's just a scary proposition, man. You're braver than I am in that regard, for sure. And then, of course, all the people that watch this later, right, and don't have access to the chat are just going to be like, what are you talking about? I wish they would archive the chat, too, so that you could see it. It would make more sense, I think, sometimes when people are watching it later to be able to see the chat alongside. Another one of the buyback cards. All right, box number 5 of 6. Coming to you. Girl I work with used to say, good on ya. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, anyway? And I don't know why I just thought of it right now, other than I guess I just said something that reminded me of it, but she would say, good on ya. But I don't know what good on ya means, really. Does it mean, like, good job, or... I don't know. Weird. Another pipeline for the Nationals, that one. Jupiter, I can't believe how quiet you're being. You're not even kicking into this conversation tonight. You were earlier, though, so I don't know. Maybe Jupiter's gone. Maybe Jupiter's wandered off to eat dinner or something. I don't know. Well, I guess depending on time zone. Might not be eating dinner if you're in the Eastern time zone, because it's about 11 o'clock, I think, or thereabouts. Blue paper parallel for Braxton Garrett, 47 of 150. Oh, in and out. Okay, well, I don't blame you. I mean, it is getting kind of late to be a, well, it's basically a work night now, because I mean, tomorrow being Monday and all. It's kind of hard to balance because, of course, you know, to do things at an earlier time in the Eastern time zone then leaves out everybody that's in Pacific time. Well, not always, but it makes it, through the week especially, it makes it very challenging to have anything in too early because of the other time zone. Tristan McKenzie for the Indians. Doesn't look like that one is numbered, which I guess I knew that it wouldn't be numbered because it's not a different color, but yet I still looked. Just get in the habit of flipping them over looking for the number. Habits are hard to break sometimes, for sure. There's another insert, Arendo. Oh, now see, look at that. I yawned. It's been a long day. Another one of the 70 red parallels. That's not going to be numbered, but we'll set it aside and over there anyway with some of our other inserts. Of course, you know, technically, very strictly speaking, even the rookies or even the prospects in this series are technically inserts. Mike Trout. I mean, they're such a big part of it. I really consider them part of the set, but very strictly speaking, they're not. They're inserts. Oh, somebody looked up in the Urban Dictionary for me. Good on ya, a term used by Aussies to express a job well done. Aussie slang for thanks or any other gratitude. Well, how about that? Okay, good to know. But she's not Australian, so how strange that she walks around saying, good on ya. I don't know why I didn't look. I didn't even think about looking in the Urban Dictionary back from 1999. So, well, how about that? Thank you, Mike, for looking that up. I think she's probably not necessarily using it appropriately then, if that's the meaning. I don't think she's saying it in the right place or whatever, like in the right with the. Why can I not speak tonight? Good gracious. Context. I don't believe she is using it in the correct context some of the time then, it's given that is what it means. Of course, I'm not going to say that to her because I don't think she's a very big fan of mine to begin with, so I don't need to make it worse. Yeah, she's very old school, right? And so I was kind of brought in to shake some stuff up and change some communication styles and policies and procedures and things. And so obviously, anytime you do that, you're probably not necessarily going to be someone's favorite, but especially somebody who's more set in their ways and likes to do everything a very particular way and not real open to new processes or new ideas. And so, yeah. So I don't think I need to push my luck by telling her that she might be using that in the wrong context. Anderson Espinoza, another, oh gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. I am sorry about that. Let me check this. I was flipping them over to verify that it wasn't numbered, and Well, you saw what happened there. Thank goodness it didn't go very far down, and everything looks okay with it. I don't see any corner or other issues with it, but I apologize for that. Clearly never my intent. Another pipeline. Oh, what did he... Something just happened with him. What did I just read about him? Just read something about him. I don't remember now what it was. Just like in the last couple of days. Honestly, I think my head is too stuffed full of NFL draft information. It's kind of pushed everything else out of it. Piazza. That's the other thing I wonder about, just in general with drafts. There are so many players brought in every year for the Marlins, the Stanton, that you have to wonder at some point, you know, it doesn't seem like there are an equal number of people retiring every year. So what happens to all those people? How can there be that much of an influx, 6 rounds of the draft, and then all the free agents that they sign? Well, that is not the card I meant to flip over. We were trying to flip over the Finley for the buyback. So they sign, you know, they've got their 6 rounds of the draft, and then you've got all of the free agents that are signed that weren't drafted. I should say the undrafted free agents. That's the correct way to say it. And every year there's that many. Now, I know there are 32 teams, and I know they have a practice squad, and they each have big rosters, but still, I don't see how you don't have that many people that are retiring, or I guess maybe there's just a lot of people let go every year off of the practice squad or those secondary squads that you don't even realize are gone. I mean, maybe. I don't know. It just seems like at some point you would hit critical mass bringing in that many new people every single year with the NFL draft. Well, and ditto for the other drafts too. It's just they don't have clearly as many people because you don't have as big a teams, obviously, in basketball. I guess baseball, you've got not still as many as football, but you've got a lot more than you do in basketball anyway. And at least in baseball, you know, you've got the farm teams and single A, double A, triple A. You got lots of places to park them. So it, in that regard, makes more sense that you could have more people cycling through. But football, I don't know. I just don't know what they do with all those kids every year. All right, so we are on our last box. So this is our last chance to pull some fire out of here. Of course, so far I think we've done fairly well. I mean, I think we're on a pretty good track. I like the Swanson that we pulled earlier, and we've pulled some other nice things too. The orange shimmer was nice. But I'm always looking for the home run. I always want to pull something that makes you guys happy. Because it's fun. It's fun to pull it. It's fun to receive it. Everything about it is fun. J.P. Crawford. So the back half of this case ends the same night that the first half of 2016 Finest ends, which I think is Friday night, I believe that is correct, that it is Friday night ending. Got some other, I'm trying to think what else I've got coming besides the Gypsy Queen. I think we've got some 16 gold label maybe coming. Here's another Espinoza, this one in the blue shimmer. And that is not numbered. Which I know that, and I did this the whole other night too. I know that the blue and chrome is not numbered, and the blue and paper is numbered, unless the blue chrome is autographed, in which case it would be numbered. But I still flip it over every time. I don't know what my problem is. It's just, like I said, it's like habit. You just flip them over, and you know, kind of, that it's not going to be there, but somehow, some way, just muscle memory flips that card over. All right. We're in the home stretch. Pipeline again. I like those, but I don't know why they made them all refractors, because it kind of makes them then seem, I don't know, less special, I guess, because they're all refractors. I mean, everybody likes getting a refractor for sure, don't get me wrong, but when the whole entire insert series is refractors, then it's like, well, what makes it special? Not, unless I guess I'm sure there's the possibility to pull one autographed. That would certainly make it special, for sure, if we could do that. And of course, everybody knows, well, I'm looking for the Hank Aaron autograph, and I know there's Hank Aaron in this series. It's a possibility to pull a Hank Aaron autograph, and I would love to pull it, and I would love to pull a Senzel and, well, a bunch of others, but I like my Reds and I like my Hank Aaron. Buyback from what year? What year are you, Honeycutt? 1990. You guys know how when you get a new car and there's like a new car smell, right? Like that stays around for a while. And one thing I have noticed with trading cards is that Panini's cards have a very certain like new card smell. More so than the Topps cards. I don't really know why that is. But I guess it's whatever card stock they printed on, I suppose. But I just find that interesting. Oh, I can't say this guy's name. Well, I can say Lucas. I can't say the last name. Urquig? I don't know. I don't know this player. So I cannot pronounce his last name. Not properly, anyway. He is for the Brewers. So, first Bowman for the Lucas. Can't say his last name. For the Brewers. It looks like Urquig, but it may not be that. Ursig. Okay, thank you. Ursig. I will do my best to retain that. And I'm not, I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm not the best at retaining it. Even often when I hear a name a zillion times, then when I see it written out, for some reason it doesn't process through my brain properly. But I will try to retain that. Ursig. So is he, I don't know that player at all. What is he, like high, what's he in? Is he double A, triple A, high single A? He's first Bowman, so he's probably not triple A, I'm guessing, but another Darryl Strawberry. So when we finish this last, this pack and then the last one sitting over there, we will go to the checklist and verify our little bonus autograph card. And then we will go to random and do the cards of the Japanese and Korean players in random, because Mike was interested in doing that tonight. And finally, we will do our nightly, whoops, two cards there together. We will do our nightly giveaway. So those are all the fun things we have to do. So first off, we're going to go to the checklist for Mr. Taylor Trammell here. And I should have that checklist already up from before. What is the card number on that? UAN 20. UAN 20. Dun, dun, dun. Bear with me. I'm scrolling, trying to find it here. No. Oh my gosh, how far down is it? Oh my God. Here we go. Yeah, see, he is not assigned to, on the checklist, he is not assigned to any team, which is kind of what I was thinking. But then somebody mentioned that they thought he was on the checklist as assigned to a team, but he's not. He's just on there as 2015 Under Armour. But I think when we go to the MLB website, we can probably figure out what we need to know from there. Well, come on now, work with me. Website. All right, so I got to make sure I'm spelling his name right. Well, all right, let's go to Trammell. 2 M's, 2 L's. All right, let's see what comes up here. Yeah, so okay, he is, oh, I don't know about this, because this says, well, he's assigned to a bunch of places. Good grief. All right, well, he was on Cincinnati Reds, it looks like, on March 11th. So then from there, he went to the Louisville Bats from the Billings Mustangs, and Cincinnati Reds Futures, then Dayton Dragons from Louisville Bats. So he's kind of all over the place, but it does look like he was Cincinnati Reds on March 11th for the Taylor Trammell here. And I have to go back to where I was using the iPad to look that up. So now I have to get back over to the break page. Okay. So there is the Under Armour signature of Taylor Trammell. Does look like he was Cincinnati Reds on March 11th of this year. So he is being assigned to the Cincinnati Reds. Here is the Ursig. I did remember it long enough to get it out this time. The Ursig signature first Bowman. The McKenzie. Also unnumbered. Oh, the Taylor Trammell, by the way, is numbered. I don't know if I showed you the back of that earlier. I think I did, but in case I didn't, there it is. Then we have the first Bowman for Rios, also unnumbered. And then we have our fun little gold shimmer. I started to say orange. I've got myself all messed up. For the Jimenez, numbered 250. First Bowman for Medina for the Phillies, unnumbered. And then our nice Dansby Swanson rookie for the Braves, unnumbered. And those were our signature hits. Of course, we had tons of parallels and inserts and other fun things, but those were the signatures out of this break. All right, now we need to go to, let's just pop on over. Let's do the nightly random first. I think that's what we will do first, and then we will do the Japanese and Korean cards, since that was a request to do those tonight. And there is everybody in our little window. I just had everybody, already in aggregate on sheet 2 of the spreadsheet there. Oh, look at that. Well, all 3 of those we'll just have to skip over because we don't know who they were. Could have been more than one person with an unpaid team. So Spanky 2645. And I'm going to write that down. Spanky 2645. Give me 1 second here. Now I'm going to go back to, well, first let's get this set back where we need to go, and then I'll go grab the 1 through 10 that I have parked over there on that tab 2 of that spreadsheet. We'll cut and paste that in there, and then that'll tell us what out of the stack you're going to get tonight. Well, if I could get myself on the right page, that might be helpful. There's our 1 through 10. And come on now, it has come up with number 10. So how about that? So that is going to be easy. That is going to be the bottom of our stack. And it is a pack of 2013 Bowman Chrome. So let me hop over here and find my pack of 2013 Bowman Chrome. Where are you, 2013 Bowman Chrome? There you are. All right. So, we're going to open this, of course, and these will come with your other cards to our nightly random winner. But because we break things here, we want to break into your pack, and we want to see what you got, because that's just how we are. There's a Bumgarner, Hernandez, a Ken Griffey Jr. on one of the reproductions, and a Rafael DePaula. So that's your pack of 2013 Bowman Chrome, and it will be coming with all of your regular cards. Now we need to go back to random and take care of our Japan and Korea players random. So let me jump back over here and get our list. And we'll see who's going to take home all of our Japan and Korea cards from this break. And it is 50-59 dog. 50-59 dog. And if that happens to be the person who's in chat saying burn them, let me know so that I don't send them if you don't want them. But that's it for tonight, guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate very much everyone hanging out with me, chatting with me, spending your time, spending your money with me. Again, look for your cards to go out most likely on Wednesday. That's my kind of initial thought. It's possible that they could go a day sooner or a day later, but most likely they're going to go on Wednesday. So thanks again, guys. Appreciate it very much. And you have a great rest of your night and a good week. And I will see you soon.